Hello everyone and welcome to Don't Be Bored. Today I'm joined by the designer of Night, which is an upcoming, quite heavy, flip and write, print and play style game where you take up the role of a medieval knight trying to gain influence in the royal court. Well, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Please tell me a little bit about yourself and Night.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm board game designer from Poland and I'm making games almost all my life since the childhood. This was my biggest play for me, and from few years I'm trying to do this as my main job commercially, and I'm specializing now in the print and play games. My newest project is a Knight game in the medieval vibe, where we control the fate of our knight. This is a strategic game. It's a mix of roll and write and area control game. Firstly, my inspiration in creating it was Hadrian's Wall, but this gone into totally different level, and now is mixing the big mechanics of complex roll and write and area control when we have to make big decision and control our battlefield at all the time.
It sounds like a pretty cool mixture of mechanics. Did you start with that medieval theme sort of from the very beginning, or was that sort of developed along the way?
Like I said, my first inspiration was Hadron Wall, and when I saw it, I firstly thought about making a game in the vibe of medieval, because this is my most favorite time in the history. This funny thing, because now the Hadron's Wall will have the continuation Anachrony in the medieval, but my project, I was trying to make my project much earlier, so this is a funny coincidence. Yes, the medieval theme was at the beginning of designing the theme of this game.
What's the one feature that you would say that makes Knight stand out from the rest?
I think the mix of these mechanics, the complex roll and write and the area control, with also our character management, because at the every game we can choose different character that give us different skills and abilities, and this mix is I think pretty unique in the roll and write genre. It's a hard strategic game, best in solo, but also available to up to 4 players to full area control battle.
To be honest, I've not heard of that mixture of mechanics being used before, so it does make it a pretty unique game. Now, print and play wise, you've actually done some games before. You've done Roll and Meow, The Cat Burglar, and Space Alone. So why and sort of what drew you to print and play?
Why print and play? This is a funny thing, because that was not my original idea for life. I designing games all my life, but just for hobby. But my original job was personal trainer at the gym. I was training the bodybuilding and fitness, and at the beginning of pandemic the gyms was closed, and my money was in the dangerous zone, so I had to find some other way to earn money. And at the same time, a lot of people on the Facebook was asking about the print and play games, and that was the idea I got then. Tried to make the print and play games firstly at the little crowdfunding company in Poland, and when that was success, I tried to go to Kickstarter, and I think that was a good idea. And for now I'm doing full-time as the full-time job, and it is really big fun also for me.
It sounds like everything sort of almost fell into place and made you sort of do the print and play games, which is quite a cool way to getting into designing. Now, what would you say is sort of a tip that you'd have from designing Night or your previous games that you'd pass on to future designers?
I think the biggest thing I learned in developing the print and play games was using the tool as the tabletop simulator is the very good tool where I can test my games with people around the world, and is really useful, and I can tell every game designer should use it. So that is the biggest thing, and also you have to try and never give up, and this is the biggest advice. If you have an idea, you have to go for it full time, never go back.
Tabletop Simulator is certainly a really powerful tool. I know some people do say it's maybe a little complex to use sort of if you're not used to that sort of UI on a computer, but it is really cool to play games on, and I've done some sort of playtesting of prototypes on there and it's worked really well. So yeah, I can see why you'd recommend that. Where can people find out a little bit more about Night?
At the board game gig, you can find details about the Night. Also on my Instagram, Radek Ignatów, and my page, my website, hammerdice.com. You can know things about all my games and buy the print and play versions. So this is the best way to find something about my games.
I'll put those links in the description box so you don't need to go and sort of hunt them out, you can find them there. Now let's end on a little bit of a fun one. What game would you say has the best meeple in it?
For me, I think that will be Tiny Mini Mechs. This game where the meeples go into mech armors and get the weapons in the hands. I think this was best meeples I ever seen in any game.
That's a pretty cool pick, I'm sure everyone will agree. Now, I just want to say thank you very much for joining me and answering my questions about Night. It's been really fun to sort of hear a bit more about the process behind it and why you sort of made some decisions like print and play. I hope everyone's enjoyed listening, that's watching it and everything. And well, make sure you do check out the links that are in the description box down below. And until next time, have a brilliant Night-filled day.